The Great American Story. For generations, students in the U.S. were taught the exceptionalism of America's history and place in the world. But a new book says things have flipped, and kids are now learning the country's great story isn't so great. And that's leading to a fragmented America. The book, Toward a More Perfect Union, aims to deepen readers' understanding and appreciation of America's founding principles, including religious freedom. And here with us now is Tim Gagline, Vice President of Government and External Relations at Focus on the Family and author of Toward a More Perfect Union, the moral and cultural case for teaching the great American story. Tim, welcome. Great to see you this evening. So you say students are being taught that the U.S. is an abysmal country. What do you mean by that?
What I mean is that it's not just a coincidence when we look and see that the standards in American education, historic and cultural understanding has fallen. It's actually on purpose. It began deeply in the 1960s and 70s. It gained an enormous amount of fuel. And now, Jenna, we find ourselves at a time when the rising generation of young Americans are culturally, historically, and constitutionally illiterate.
How can the concept of American exceptionalism actually unify America, Tim?
Well, the wonderful thing is that we are one country with one story. Balkanization has been a bane and a terrible thing. And in my book, I show that even though the slide is downward, there is a definitive way forward. That restoration and regeneration of the great American story is not only worth our time and effort, but I'm an inveterate optimist. I think better days are ahead. I think there is a parental, and I might even say a grandparental rebellion going on in the country. For the first time in a long time, families are saying there's got to be a better way. Who's on the school board? Who's deciding the curriculum of our students? And how can we get involved? And I think those are all positive signs. And in Toward a More Perfect Union, I show why that is.
The book aims to deepen readers' understanding and appreciation of America's founding principles, among them religious liberty. Tell us about that, Tim.
Well, I think that constitutional illiteracy is a very dangerous thing. And among the data that I share in the book, Jenna, is a trend line that is actually most disturbing, that we have a large percentage of Americans who do not know where religious liberty comes from. They don't know that the United States Constitution definitively defends it. And I think over a number of decades and years, what we have seen is we have seen a downward spiral of a fundamental understanding of our religious liberty and conscience rights. But as I say, something important is happening in the country. And I think people are understanding, again, for the first time, that it's more important than ever that their children and their grandchildren understand what religious liberty is and why it's worth defending.
Toward a More Perfect Union is the name of the book. Again, Tim Gagline, great to have you on tonight. Thank you, and congratulations on the book.
Such a pleasure. Thank you, Jen.